sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. On the visitor's sideline, the Dolphins head coach. This guy's going to have their hands full. We know about the problems that warm weather teams have when they have to play in the snow. Across the way, you've got the head coach of the Bears. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And in the snow, we're underway here at Soldier Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And trying to get any kind of burst in these conditions. The only burst is in the clouds. Slowed up, just a gain of a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Chubb. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. While we have a moment, why don't we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ballgame here this afternoon. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
What is going on?
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's a short throw caught by Komet. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Chicago.
At the 37-yard line.
What is up?
A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. Will give him about 5 yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Odunze. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That catch number 40 on the season for him. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They run a toss to Chubb. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
What is up?
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
For the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Avante chirping on the return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, now their rookie quarterback.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
This one not quite on target. And too much, that one falls incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jalen Phillips in on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. They will run it over center with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw right side is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Dachan, heading left. And he is out of bounds. Markham at the 25. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Once again, it's Dachan. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Here's a screen coming for right. Looking for the pile run, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop, For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams to throw on second down. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it'll be third down.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And that'll be a gain of 9, but nowhere close to the markers. It'll bring up fourth down. The Bears sending out their punt team. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. A run up the middle with Achane. Oh, a loose football. The Bears have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, like, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it with a second down and 10.
What is up?
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
What is it on?
Throwing is Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second down, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 5.
What is it on?
Now Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
What is it on?
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 25-yard line. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Trey Palmer. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
A gain of 12
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gordon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Bates' kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 3 apiece.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And it'll be brought down at the, well, your guess is as good as mine. Why don't we just say gained about 3 yards?
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he will pick up a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
At the 49-yard line.
What is on?
Now they'll run option left to the short side of the field. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. Down the sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards.
22-yard line.
What is up?
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
What is up?
Throwing on second down. Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will take a 6-3 lead. Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Let's go now. Rock ball 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
60 license. 60 license. Let's go.
This one is caught by Turpin. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Let's go.
In the red zone now, he'll go to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check go.
They'll look to throw again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins will tie the game at 6.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin in Western New York. The Bills at home to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's James Cook. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's Travis Etienne. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Jags would go on to a 12-point victory. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And this is Jalen Hurts. One of his 2 touchdown passes, he's got another one on the ground. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles with a 10-point lead at the half. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane set to go to work once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Shermark Turner at tie on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. It's going to be pulled in by Wright. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Miami.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
On the ground, this is right. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play.
3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal.
60 by Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw. This one complete to Palmer.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let it slip.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
And 1.
Let it slip.
They'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short. The Bears send out their punt team. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. To return, it is Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dolphins offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Give here to Wright. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught left side by Pitts. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
They have the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. They weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 12. And the Dolphins first down.
On the give, it's Wright. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play and a really good play.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Another Dolphins First down.
A carry here for Wright. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
14 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Run again with Wright. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
It's now
Third and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Let's go.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Trey Homer. Touchdown, Dolphins. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. It felt like they needed a touchdown, Greg, in the worst way after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, if we finish any of these drives, now they finally do, we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. This returnable from inside is on 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. They'll run with Wright. And he'll push forward like a little snowplow. Gain a yard as the snow intensifies.
6-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 46, here's second and 9.
Let's go now.
A quick throw right side. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Contact
Neutral
up
zone
front.
infraction.
Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Head up. This is right.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Their throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
3rd and long. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On 1st down, a run for right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 21, here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Here's a screen coming for right. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, the ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Williams. He's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
The last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. And that is incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that's gonna be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now he'll run. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Don't let the fullback try to push the punt. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
The 6. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Set. Pack to 60, pack to 60.
They'll go with him again. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Trap 60, go. Ready. Cowboy 80.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's in. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
What is up?
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. Moore going in motion. They'll try it now with Chubb. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Second and 11. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And you could maybe put this one in the surprise column. They're a team certainly not accustomed to practicing in, much less playing in the snow. They had a game plan. They made it work. They're going to get out of here to warmer climates, warmed by a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.